Hello YouTube. So I'm doing an introduction to my channel, my spiritual channel. And so my name is Citrine Princess. And why did I name the channel that? Because I named it after my favorite crystal, the citrine quartz. And so it's a powerful manifestation crystal. It's very beautiful too, as you can see. And so it's one of the few crystals that you don't have to sage to cleanse because it dispels all negative energy. It's a wonderful manifestation stone. I've used it to manifest wealth in my life, and it's connected to the solar plexus chakra. So I wanted that energy for this channel because we're talking about spiritual stuff, esoteric things, then issues in the black community, and a little bit about my spiritual journey. So the first video on the channel, I wanted to introduce myself and also talk about why I support the divestment movement. So I do believe that there is a curse on black men, a curse on nakers, and so I'm going to go ahead and explain why. And so I do believe the root of the issue is lusting after strange flesh. So this is a spiritual channel, but I'm going to get into the scriptures. So I have Jude chapter 1 verses 6 and 7. And angels who did not keep their own domain, but abandoned their proper abode, he has kept in eternal bonds, under darkness, for the judgment of the great day. Just as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities around them, since they in the same way as these indulged in gross immorality and went after strange flesh, are exhibited as an example in undergoing the punishment of eternal fire. Because God punished sins in the past and he'll punish sins in the future. So, lusting after strange flesh, it can have different meanings. It can be interpreted different ways, even in the Bible. And so with lusting after strange flesh, the strange flesh can mean homosexuality, like lusting after the same flesh, because in some cultures in the Bible times that was rare. It can also mean lusting after women of different races. And so we're going to go into I'm going to break down the Naker curse now. And so I believe that there's several components to the curse in the black community. So one of them is that a horrible tradition in slavery, or a horrible ritual that they were doing. It's buck breaking, where they broke in the men by sodomizing them sexually. I'm not going to go into that on YouTube, but you can look up the history of it. It's very horrible. The cheating, which is like a disrespect of the marriage vows, and having kids and not raising them. All of these issues lead to poverty, mental illness, and the breakdown of the family structure in the black community. A prime example is Kanye West. He has lusted after strange flesh to the point where he was so obsessed with Kim that he allegedly made a vision board and manifested this relationship with her. And now that she does not want him, he's upset. And so black men feel that they are upgrading when they have kids with these women. And so why are women of your own race not worth it? And so I urge black women to please divest, focused on your own interests, or date out. I am not of the school of thought that black women can't be happy dating out, but you do need to have a vetting process. You do need to vet out these men and determine if he's worth your time. Is his family racist? Is he low value? If so, you need to let him go regardless of race. But black women, I want to encourage you that there are men of other races out there who enjoy our dark skin and our textured hair, 4C hair, and everything in between. A lot of black men are colorist, and they keep their own women feeling insecure, which isn't right. A lot of black men hate themselves and will pass that hatred to you by treating you bad, which brings me to struggle love. I was on TikTok and I noticed that they had a challenge asking people, what movie do you know every word of, like every line of? And there were some people there were some like black men making jokes saying that they know every line to the Jackson 5 movie, where Joe Jackson is getting yelled at by his frustrated wife after he gets caught cheating. And I saw a video, and the guys, they were just laughing about her frustration. But black men have expected our loyalty and are surprised when we leave after the cheating. They don't expect us to leave. So they make their own women struggle. But when they become wealthy, they will give their generational wealth to women of other races. This is also not right, and karma and their reckoning is coming. And I believe that the black community has not truly healed from slavery. Black men have a lot of issues and are just broken in and cannot offer much to us, but struggle love and the multiple baby mama epidemic. Ladies, respect yourself, respect your yoni, and do not let men inside of you with no protection if he is not protecting and providing for you. A man offering you sex is worthless without his commitment, his protection, and his provision. And one of the solutions to the problem is that black women don't want to give birth to black men anymore if they will keep acting like this. We won't be a gateway or a portal to giving birth to black men if we're getting treated like this. The divestment movement is important to me because I was even told several years ago by family members that I should not date black men and to choose men of other races. And I still gave black men a chance. I went on some dates with a lot of black men. But I have my own family issues, and so the divestment movement really hit home for me. My own dad is a black man, and he was narcissistic, and the divestment movement has helped me find healing. Because I grew up seeing my parents fight, and they got divorced when I was about 11. And so my father also didn't provide much protection for me in life, and that really hurt me. But I believe the divestment movement has helped me with things I just didn't understand. And so black men have not looked after their own women and have chased after their lust for women of other races, and it has caused a lot of pain and grief. And then my last point in this is that black women aren't innocent in this either. I think that the pick-me culture and the mammy culture in the community has also perpetuated some of the issues. Sorry, this lip gloss is sticky. I'm trying to talk and make these points. I know it's a lot I'm downloading on y'all. So the image of the mammy is a long-standing stereotype. The overweight black woman with high blood pressure, stressed from taking on the burden of the black household herself to the detriment of her health. And the mammy is like a servant, and her blood pressure is high, and she's very asexual. And the blood pressure is just, her blood pressure is through the roof because of her prolonged stress. And in mammy culture, they make excuses for black men. It's the height of black male worshiping culture. So I also urge black women not to coddle their sons. And Summer Walker has a song on her new album, Still Over It, and she sings, "Your mama should have whooped your ass." And it's true. Because when we coddle our sons, make excuses for them, then we create narcissists. And then we make these black men narcissistic. And a selfish person is dangerous because they only act in their own interest. They don't care if they're hurting other black women. And so black men have disrespected our loyalty. So I believe black women should just move on and divest. And so if you like this introductory video, please comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and like the video and subscribe. And I also put my Cash App in the description link.